This meeting is being recorded. Okay. Actually, मुझे आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा है. We'll log in again, okay? Because I can't hear you. Now I'm audible? Hello? Recording in progress. Okay, tell others to log in the class. Only 20 participants are here. Good morning, Pranjal. Pranjal, can you hear me? Okay. Come on, fast. Tell others to log in the class. Only 20 students out of 120. Sarika, tell others what they happened there. No is Pratik, Sharad, Abhishek, both Abhishek. Just call them and wake up. Abhishek Rupanwar is not found here. Abhishek Ekbute is not here. Abhishek Devore is not here. Himanshu, tell others to log in the class. Sumit, where is Laukik? Why he not logging?
Karatang.
Hello, Sumit.
हाँ Karatang.
Good morning, Tejal. Prasanna, tell your friends to log in the class. Where is Preeti? Where is other Sakshis? Okay, let me start the session. Before that, we'll share my PPT to all of you. Then we start. Hope you all visible the PPT, right? Okay, give me 1 minute, okay? Yes. Yesterday we have seen some planning phases, execution phases, then the S shape, J shape, what it is and why it required to when we start the project, right? Now, next, where we are, yesterday we have started second it as the project identification and formulation. How we identify the project, how we identify the project means it is a small project, long project, and how they formulation as per their duration, as per their timeline, as per their target. So we need to prepare budget on that time, we need to prepare planning, we need to do the things, right? Whatever we require to complete the project, right? Yes, we have seen that all opportunities identification, pre-feasibility and project appraisal for, and last we have prepared the project report. So about this we have seen what is opportunity study. Okay, again we say we studied regarding that opportunity studies. Okay, so opportunity studies identifies investment opportunity and is normally undertaken at macro level by agencies involved in economic planning and development, right? So if your project is success, and as a project manager, if you will get a good opportunity to invest any project, then you do it, because lot of agencies, lot of people are invested for that particular project. But before that you need to check the plan, you need to check the what availability of project. So in general opportunity studies, there are three types of studies: the area, sectoral and subsectoral studies, and resources based studies. Opportunity studies and support studies provide sound basis for project identification, right? So if you give an opportunity to work any project or to start any project, and first you find the area where it is, right? Sometimes one of my friend, he said he got uh, a job as an project manager, but when he found, जब उसे पता चला कि where he want to shift, so he just afraid because the place is very very far, and no one is there. So it's very difficult because no manpower. Lot of places are ऐसे भी है जहाँ पे मैन पावर नहीं होता है, तो हमें यहाँ से मैन पावर लेके जाना पड़ता है वो प्रोजेक्ट को कंप्लीट करने के लिए, ठीक है? सो बिफोर start to project, you find out the opportunity, you studies the that particular area where it is, what kind of facilities are there, because sometimes we accept the what projects, but we don't have an idea the place, we don't have an idea the resources are available or not uh, for that. So a lot of things, because I'll give my example. When I was started the project in Rajasthan, it's a 3 month project. I am a project manager or only the head office, and I just monitored all sectoral, all India project. Okay, so that time I have found the Delhi project, Rajasthan project, Jaipur, Jodhpur project. Okay, so and the project is like that to prepare the labs, right? But for that, the Rajasthan office, they just searched the place and all, and others things I need to prepare it. So when I was went there, that time I was shocked because no people are there, whatever the place they have select. Even our office, means Rajasthan branch office, is very small office, only 5 to 6 people are there, and I just shocked ki how it was completed, how it's completed on that uh, big, means people, only 5 to 6 people, and there is nothing to get started. So I just called my boss, and just discuss the situation. Sir, you send me that particular place, but here is nothing, the preparation and all. So my boss said ki, that's why I'm sending you. You need to plan, you need to give the requirements, what kind of requirement you want to complete that project. Do you make budget? Do you prepare that kind of summaries and all? So I said no. I thought ki everything is prepared, and I want to just monitor it, if the product is going on, is the project is development or not. So you said here that ki everything I want to prepare. So my boss said yes, you have no idea about it, because you have completed lot of projects, so you start 0 to 8. So I said like that ki, okay sir, no issue, but it will take a lot of time. It's not completed the within a 3 or 4 months. So I said no worry, you just prepare a plan, whatever the requirement is there, you read the file of projects and all, and then you call me. Then whole night I just studied the all requirement of project, the place, who sanctioned the place, what kind of requirement is there, which area we have just used it, how the people comes from that particular area. And most important is that ki their municipal corporations है ना, that place, उस एरिया का जो म्यूनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन होता है, उसका भी हमें परमिशन लेना होता है. तो नेक्स्ट डे व्हेन आई वाज वेन दैट ऑफिस, so no one is there. Only just lot of time we have find na, one block is there and no one is there. So it's really really difficult, but finally the people are comes, and the manager of that place, because it's a local person we have select. So he is a very good person, and he really really helped me to uh, complete that project. A lot of requirement, and most important is that he no what resources is not available. So the resources come from other cities. Delhi se resources aane wala tha, material, raw material, whatever. So very long chala hua project. It's just mentioned in that paper ki 3 month ka hai, but it will take 1 year because of the lack of materials availability, right? So that is the opportunity for me to take the responsibility and complete the project or whatever the requirement we do. So same thing happened with you when you join any project. So you first check the area, you first, not only area means all areas. Now सिर्फ area वहां जाके देखना नहीं है, but documentally भी you need to check it. Okay, so that is the opportunity of studies. So and I learned a lot from that project, because it's a very new, it's a small project, but how to arrange the things, and how to communicate with people, how to convince them. Okay, how to supply the manpower when we require the means how we handle the situations, and all lot of things. So next, it is the pre-feasibility studies, means opportunity studies. So pre-feasibility studies means you need to prepare a plan, you need to prepare budget, you need to prepare everything, and you sanction from your authority, and then you start the project. So pre-feasibility study should be viewed as an intermediate stage and between a project opportunity study and a detailed feasibility study. Means you study everything, right? Self study. So the difference being primarily the extent of details of the information obtained. Means you find it कि yes, ये भी नहीं है, ये भी नहीं है, इसे भी arrange करना है, the things we need to arrange, that things we need to arrange, everything we need to arrange. And it is the process of gathering facts and opinion pertaining to the project, right? And then you start the project. So these information is then vetted for the purpose of tentatively determining whether the project idea is worth pursuing and furthering. Hmm? So idea comes in your mind, and then you pursuing, then you start. So pre-feasibility studies lays a stress on accessing market potential, magnitude of investment, technical feasibility, financial analysis, risk analysis, etc. So if you do self-study and arrange the things on that uh, basis, so you uh, means you don't bothered, you don't frustrate, you don't panic, because you know how to arrange. Start करना है तो all material comes today, सारी चीजें आज आनी चाहिए, so you are not bothered. But कल start करना है, until end of the day materially आया नहीं है, so how we start tomorrow, right? So all thing be prepared very well manner. Now, the pre-feasibility studies helps in preparing a project profile for a presentation of various stakeholders, including funding agencies, to solicit their support to project. So, lot of things we learn when we start pre-feasibility of any project. So, supports the commissioning of pre-feasibility or feasibility study of project requiring large scale investment. Yes. So, if you have a good financial people, so you contact them and request them to invest the money. So it's important because it's a long project, so sometimes it's not possible to invest own pocket money, है ना, बहुत सारा लग चुका रहता है, but we required again and again and again. So when the project will not complete, after completion the project, government will share the amount, or other party or other benefit will get, then will refund the amount. So the content of the support studies is depending the nature of studies, how you studied, how you implement. Because for example, you have your SIP project example, so how you put your dedications, how you start, how you complete it, and how to explain about overall that project, that is the matter. Don't say like that कि मुझे ऐसे ही करना है, मैंने बस ऐसे ही choose किया. No, no, but you learn a lot from that. Got it? You learn a lot from that. Sometimes it's happened. You, whatever the in my life, I still feel regret because of that time when I joined, when I was joined that means SMS organization. So that time I was decided ki uh, I want, I just practice in CA. Okay, because I have completed my intermediate on that. So I just practice in CA. मैं कुछ नहीं करूँगी, सिर्फ return file करना, balance sheets करना, and all and all. But slowly, what happened? My boss and other colleagues just give me that kind of particular responsibilities, and after that, I just out of the door, means मैं बाहर जाने लगी, and handling the project, convince them, and one project when success, मुझे जब success मिला, and all team and all people will happy, so I have decided कि नहीं, ये भी करना चाहिए. and आप उसके बाद मेरा प्रैक्टिस ही छूट गया, मतलब वो सारे बैलेंस शीट्स और वो सब जो मैं पहले बहुत अच्छा करती थी, सो वो छोड़ के फिर मैं प्रोजेक्ट में आ गई. तो प्रोजेक्ट में आने की वजह से आई जस्ट बहुत ज्यादा बिजी हो गई. मतलब किस चीज के लिए काम नहीं था, ऑलवेज वो टारगेट जो होता है ना, डेडलाइन कम्स इन माय आईज की नहीं सोती थी, तो मुझे फील होता था कि वेकअप अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग 5 o'clock को उठ के वो सारी चीजें देखना है, मॉनिटर करना है, इसे कॉल करना है, अगर वो मटेरियल नहीं आया तो उसको फिर से कॉल करना है. सो द थिंग्स कंटिन्यूअसली जस्ट इन माई माइंड कि नहीं ये करना है, वो करना है. सो स्लोली मैं वहां से दूर हो गई और बस सिर्फ प्रोजेक्ट में ही लग गई. एंड देन आई रियलाइज एट द एंड ऑफ द टाइम कि नहीं, समथिंग इज रॉन्ग, बिकॉज सिर्फ घूमना, यही प्रोजेक्ट कंप्लीट करो, फिर ये प्रोजेक्ट में जाओ, ये प्रोजेक्ट कंप्लीट हो गया कि वहां जाओ, वहां जाके ये इसका बेनिफिट मुझे बहुत अच्छा मिला, क्योंकि लॉट ऑफ ऑल इंडियन पीपल्स, ऑल इंडिया मुझे जाने का मौका मिला, एंड इंटरेक्टेड विद पीपल, एंड एवरी state we have started the project, and I learned lot. That's why I share my experience with you, how to complete it, what kind of reports we need to prepare, how we uh, started and end. So the target, every time target is important. So pre-feasibility study says like that ki you need to do self study, you prepare a plan as per the planning, and then you start the project. If you feel like that ki something is wrong, or something is not doing for that particular project, so you just do it because the ideas and thought continuously आपके माइंड में आता है कि ये नहीं हुआ है, वो नहीं हुआ है, and on that basis you prepare all things. Got it? Now feasibility study, what it is, the feasibility studies form the backbone of project. Yes, feasibility study is the backbone of project and project formulation and present a balanced picture incorporating all aspects of possible concern. Finance, right? So if you have a finance, then it's really easy to complete the project, whatever the requirement, some kind of material, some kind of manpower, salary, some new machinery parts you required, so everything you required, and it comes from the finance. So you have just contacted with 2 3 people, banks also. Even when I was started the project, so every bank, I concern every bank manager and all. So राजस्थान में जब मैं गई थी तो वहाँ का बैंक नहीं था कुछ और ही था, but the people are very cooperative really, and काफी अच्छा. एक्चुअली न्यू प्रोजेक्ट की वजह से वहाँ पे फाइनेंस अलाउ नहीं कर रहे थे वहाँ के मैनेजर, बट व्हेन वी शो आवर आइडेंटिटी कि वी हैव a head office at Nagpur and we have started here, I will show the some kind of things. Sometimes it's happened क्योंकि अगर वहाँ का स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया है और वो अगर सपोर्ट नहीं कर रहा है, तो मुझे जो मेन हेड ऑफिस था स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया का, वहाँ पे सारी कम्युनिकेशन करना पड़ता था उनसे, लेटर अप्रूवल लेने के बाद फिर वहां का जो हेड ऑफिस था, मतलब वो राजस्थान के ब्रांच मैनेजर को लेटर या फिर वो सब कम्युनिकेशन करके फिर वो अप्रूव होता था. तो इट विल टेक टाइम बिकॉज कम्युनिकेशन में बहुत ज्यादा टाइम वेस्ट हो जाता था, राइट? सो next it is like that ki feasibility study, it's a backbone, right? Now the practical, the study investigate practicalities, when ways of achieving objectives, strategies, options, methodologies, and predict likely outcome, risks, and the consequences of each course of action. Every day you learn something, every day it's new for you, every day it has target and deadlines to achieve the your plan, right? So it comes the foundation on which project definition and rationale will be based, so that the quality is reflected in subsequent project activity. Depends na, quality is if you decided ki today we have to complete that structure, means you need to complete it by hook or by crook, right? So that is the passion. Yes, whatever the task you assign, you take it and you finished it. So a well conducted study provides a sound base for decisions, classifications of objectives, logical planning, minimal risks, and a successful cost effective project. Means if I decided that today I have 1 lakh for that particular project, means only 1 lakh, we don't take another 1 rupees for that day. Yes, if complete in low cost is it, अगर मेरा 90,000 में प्रोजेक्ट हो जाता है, तो दैट इज द 10,000 आई मैंने क्या किया, उसे बचाए हैं, सेफ किए हैं. गॉट इट? बट उससे ज्यादा नहीं लगने चाहिए. ओके, वेट अ मिनट. Now, the assessing feasibility of a proposal requires understanding of the Steve factors. Yes, some kind of factors are there. Steve factors are there, which is not. जैसे कंस्ट्रक्शन में होता है ना कि if we started or digging some on the earth, so that time we found a big बहुत बड़ा एक स्टोन दिखता है, जिसे हम मशीन से भी निकाल रहे हैं, ये भी निकाल रहे तो भी नहीं निकाल रहा है, फिर जेसीबी. सो इट विल टेक टाइम. सो समटाइम्स इट्स हैपेंड, मींस व्हाटएवर वी हैव डिसाइडेड टुडे इट विल कंप्लीट, बट इट्स नॉट completed today, so we'll work on and night and we'll complete the that task. Okay, because second day का task harm नहीं होना चाहिए, वो रुकना नहीं चाहिए. So That is, so these are under the social, technical, ecological and economic and political issues bhi hote hain, because someone is take legal action, someone is create some issues regarding that. Even municipal people's also creating some kind of issues, but you don't take load because it's not your responsibility. You just focus on the project work. Now the feasibility study is not an end in itself, but only a means to arrive at an investment decisions. Yes. Now, what is investment decisions? Means it's not the investments means you need to invest like bank or FDs. No. So investment means investment your time, investment your money, investment your all things, right? Because you need to achieve that particular deadline. So the preparation of feasibility study report is often made difficult by the number of alternatives. Lot of alternatives you have, because if you are not complete the work on task, so report is not prepared. Report is not prepared. It means the management will not get the proper report. If management will not get proper report, means your project is not completed on time. So many things, right, attached on that particular thing. And they ask them. So just the critical situation or critical path is created. So if you don't do this, so you need to prepare whatever the report, right? अगर report मतलब बनाना है, अगर नहीं हुआ है तो उसका भी report बनाना है, and you just give the reason कि why it's not doing and submit it. So they will get an idea, yes, due to that fact, due to that reason, the work is not completed. It means it will take one day more, right, or one night more. So that's why all projects started day and night, because and shift wise, because if some error, due to some error, due to lack of efficiencies, if the project is not completed, so the time is the night time is there, and other people are work for that particular project to remove the crisis and whatever the error. So regarding the choice of technology, plant capacity, location, finance, etc., is important for the project. So yesterday we have started some economic and market analysis, technical analysis, then financial analysis, economic benefit, project risks and uncertainty, and management aspect. What it is exactly? What it is exactly? Yes. So, what it is exactly, the economic and market analysis is the in the recent years, the market analysis has undergone a paradigm shift, right? So, the demand forecast and projection, demand supply gap, product service can no longer be based on extrapolation, right? So, sometimes it's happened in past years, or nowadays everything is available, right? So it uh, not take a lot of time to start any kind of project, because lot of resources are available. So the gap is very gap found is very low. Matlab, the chances of gap is very low because all thing is available. So service can no longer be based on extrapolation of past 10 using statistical tools and techniques. So one has, because lot of machineries, big machineries available, so whatever the problem, whatever the situation is there, we face easily. Yes, so थोड़ा time management का ये हो जाता है, but they will uh, started the shift whole night, so it will completed on time. So demand and projections are to be made keeping in view all possible developments. Depends on. So review of the project executed over the years suggested that many projects have failed not because of technological and financial problem, but mainly because of the fact that the projects ignore customers requirement and market forces. Yes, because the finance will not get and people are not interested to invest that particular project. That's why the project will not completed, right? Because it's a government project. So we have seen a lot of areas where the metro work is going on. So sometimes somewhere we have found कि बहुत अच्छा चल रहा है, वहाँ पे बहुत सारे people manpower we have seen, but somewhere we have seen कि no one is there, बस खोद के रख दिया है और कुछ activity वहाँ पे हुई नहीं है. So we have find that kind of the things, means the people and others are not uh, supported to that particular area. Okay, so a simple example I'll just share with you. For example, in our area, right, the municipal people just dig the big hole in middle of the road. So we face lot of difficulties because uh, it's our daily routine area. हम वहां से जा नहीं सकते, फोर व्हीलर जा नहीं सकते, टू व्हीलर जा नहीं सकते. So it's very difficult to uh, face the situation. But when their work is completed and situation means वो, और ये maximum वो लोग ये रात में करते हैं ताकि वो अच्छे से हो जाए. बट सम एरियाज पीपल नॉट सपोर्टेड, वो तोड़ के चले जाएंगे, है ना. सो इट्स डिफिकल्ट, इट्स वेरी हार्मफुल टू सॉल्व द problem of that particular area. And the people are very, means municipal people are very find the problem, right? They face the problems. That's why they started to complete that particular project at night, right? So the in market analysis, if we talking about market, overall market, अगर हम पूना के market के बारे में बात करेंगे, if we talking about Mumbai market, if we talking about other Aurangabad or Kolhapur, Satara, Sangli market, so we have found everyone everywhere the metro project or the road construction project is going on. To someone it is somewhere it is completed, somewhere it is not completed, somewhere it is just stopped due to some error, due to some uh, approval, right? So the product specification, pricing, channels of distribution, trade practices, treat of substitutes, domestic and international competitions, opportunities of for exports. So it should aim at providing analysis of the future market scenario so that the decision on project investment can be taken in an objective manner. So keeping in view the market risks and uncertainty, right? So uh, and like that कि when overall India, whatever the development is going on, so finance is कहाँ से आ रहा है? Public ही दे रहा है. Public का finance means like the you need to pay the tax on time, you need to do whatever the liabilities, you need to pay electric bill on time, you need to pay the जीएसटी जीएसटी ऑन टाइम. सो ऑल वट एवर द ये जो भी पैसा आ रहा है वो सिर्फ उसी के लिए जा रहा है. बट इफ द मनी इज फिनिश्ड तो वो कहाँ से आएगा, राइट? So government requests some banks, some people, those who are working in industries, businessmen, to invest the project. But if they have money, they invest it. If they don't have, they do not invest the money, right? So some kind of treaty, some kind of agreement with them, and they'll give the sanction to start the project. Now, what is technical analysis? Technical analysis is based on the description of the product and specification. Some technical errors are there. So the requirement of quality standard, yes, obviously whatever the project you have started, the quality is matter. And the analysis encompasses available alternative technologies. अगर ये नहीं हो रहा है तो दूसरा alternatives we find out. So selection of the most appropriate technology in terms of optimum combination of project component and implication of acquisition of technology. So contractual basis हो सकता है या फिर long term, short term, 6 month का हो सकता है, 1 year का हो सकता है, 2 years का हो सकता है. So it's a depend on the project selection. And because when we started any project, so after finished it, we require technical things, right? Sometimes we found technical errors, sometimes we found electrical errors, sometimes we found a lot of efficiencies because it comes in error. So new advanced technologies, new technical things we require, and if it is available, then it is easy to complete it, right? So technology choosing should also keep a view requirements of raw materials and other inputs in terms of quality, and should ensure that the cost of production would be competitive. In brief, if we're talking, the technical analysis included following aspects: the availability hai ki nahi, alternatives hai ki nahi, if the things is not getting, so what is the next option, right? Latest and state of art, other implications, lot of things are available. So plant capacity, it's depend on plant capacity, market में कितना demand है उस plant का, raw materials available है कि नहीं, components, whatever the components you require, every components, power, then water, fuel, others, right? So I'm just give you example in Rajasthan project, so they didn't have anything else. Okay, so we generate everything, we take the permission to municipal, we take the permission of that particular areas MLA, we understand, we train the people, we have we do the lot of sessions with them, right? At least 5 to 6 meeting with them ki, and they just convince ki agar ye project yahan pe ban jata hai, to how many people will get the benefits. Every day I just went to the all peoples, met them, and just convince them to give the permission, give the sanction to complete that project. And for that we required that thing, please allow me to, please give me that things. So 3 महीने तो सिर्फ सेटिंग में, और सेटिंग मीन्स लाइक दैट कम्युनिकेशंस एंड ऑल थिंग्स को अरेंज करने में ही लग गए थे. So that is the what technical analysis we need to require for that project. So availability of skilled manpower, because of that we can't start our project. Locations, logistics, environmental considerations, then pollution effect. If you have started any जैसे hazardous waste का या fuel का हमें अगर project start करना है, we have seen ना, when we went to industry visit at hazardous waste, right? So we found like that कि वहाँ पे local area नहीं था, है ना? It's a very different area, and the people are मतलब जो भी ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट होते हैं वो विद इन 25 किलोमीटर्स ऑफ विलेज और उसके अंदर होना चाहिए, बिकॉज द हार्मफुल केमिकल्स का इफेक्ट उन पे नहीं होना चाहिए, या कुछ चीज ऐसी होती है जिससे फैमिलीज और बच्चों को तकलीफ नहीं होनी चाहिए. दैट्स व्हाई वी हैव चूज दैट काइंड ऑफ एरिया. पूरा रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस होता है. सो दे हैव गिवन आइडिया व्हेन वी देयर, so they give a lot of ideas how to start and how many years it will start, when it will completed, what kind of issues and problems they have faced, and a lot of things we have seen that particular project. So the environmental considerations are there, requirement, building foundation, other relevant details. So lot of things we need to arrange to start the project. Excuse me. Now the environmental impact of studies. Almost all projects have some impact on environment. Yes, in the rainy seasons we need to uh, what close that project, because some kind of harmful things is very bad in environment, right? So the current concern of environmental quality or requires the environmental clearance for all projects. So therefore, environment impact analysis need to be undertaken before commencement of feasibility studies, right? So we need to check the environment availability, right? If we start project in rainy season, so just forget it, because the people are not getting work because you are working. It's depend on the project, what kind of projects you have selected, right? Because rain आएगा, वहां पे पूरा पानी हो जाएगा, and you just, तो वो waste of time है. So it is decided that after rainy season you have started, right? So the objective of environmental impact studies like that to identify and describe the environmental resource values, right? Or the environmental attributes which will be affected by the project. So in a qualified manner as far as possible. So to describe measures, assess the environmental effects that the proposed project will have on the environmental effects and environmental resources and values. So, to describe the alternatives to the proposed project which could accomplish the same result but with a different set of environmental effects, है ना? Depends on environmental. See, suddenly बारिश आ गई, नुकसान हो गया, है ना? Whatever the work we have started, फिर से करना पड़ा. So sometimes it's happened, sometimes. But if you get an idea, if you give the indications from environment department, some days, है ना? Nowadays we'll get indications कि 3 days will rain, 4 days will rain, orange alert, green alert, whatever. So we just stop the what situation? We just stop the work because of we are not in that we are not work in that particular time, right? So we just decided. Now the environmental impact studies would facilitate providing a necessary remedial measures in terms of the equipment and facilities to be provided in the project to comply with environmental regulation specifications. Some kind of project, right? So it comes on that specification. Now, financial analysis, yes, the financial analysis examines the viability of the project from financial or commercial considerations, indicates some investment, return investment, है ना? We required it, payback period, है ना? Some period is there, we have investment it, and then we expect to the good returns of that amount. So return on investment, when you will, if you invest it, so when it will comes, then net present value, it is the important. Yes, currently क्या है, आने वाले में क्या हो जाएगा? Now the profitability index, you need to calculate profitability index, IRR, internal rate of return, everything we just think about it. Now the payback period, you know very well what it is. The payback period, it is the project investment out of the subsequent cash flow, and it's a depend, it computed by dividing the investment amount, how much amount invested in that particular project, and how the annual return comes, means whatever the income, whatever the expenditures, if you prepare all reports about that particular project, so you will get an idea, right, what incomes and expenditures are done daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, quarterly basis, half yearly basis, and annually. So until it is equal to the capital cost, right? Now the for examples we have uh, given here. Okay, so a farmer has invested about rupees 20,000 in constructing a fish pond and get annual net return of rupees 5,000. So difference between annual income and expenditure, right? So 20,000 is invested, and the annual return annually 5,000. So the payback period for the project is 4 years. 4 साल तक चलेगा, मीन्स एनुअली उसको 5,000 मिल रहा है, तो आफ्टर 4 years कितना मिलेगा, राइट? सो एग्जांपल्स सेकंड में दिया है कि एनुअल रिटर्न कैसे इन अ प्रोजेक्ट रुपीज 1 लाख एंड इनिशियल इन्वेस्टमेंट एस्टेब्लिशिंग अ हॉरिकल्चरल जो भी है उसमें अगर इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं तो एनुअल कैश फ्लो इज अंडर, तो फर्स्ट ईयर, सेकंड ईयर एंड थर्ड ईयर इनकम दिया हुआ है एनुअल 60,000, 70,000, 85,000, एक्सपेंडिचर दिया हुआ है 30,000, 30,000 एंड 25,000, उसका एनुअल रिटर्न 30,000, 40,000, 60,000 means whatever the annual income, and you just minus annual expenditure and you will get annual return, and the cumulative return if you're talking, so you will get the cumulative return means 60,000 में से 30,000 गया तो 30,000 ही आपका रहा, यहाँ पे आपको 30 प्लस 40 एनुअल रिटर्न किया तो 70 आया, एंड हियर 85 to 25 किया तो 1,30,000. So overall calculation means payback period जो आया आपका 2.5 years, means whatever you have decided 4 years, but it's complete on 2.5 years because of everything is available. That's why your payback comes on that particular years. So the drawback in this method is that the ignores any return received after the payback period and assume equal value of the income and expenditure irrespective of the time, because decided tha, planning tha, right? So it is also possible that project with a high return on investment beyond the payback period may not get the deserved importance. Two projects having same payback period, one giving on no returns and the other providing large return after payback period will create it equally, which is logically not correct. Exactly. And it's a manual calculation, tentative calculation. If we but when the project will complete on time, then if you calculate, so the amount is different. Got it? So it's a tentative. If you require to presentations, you may calculate. अगर कोई भी, अगर मैं भी calculate कर रही हूँ, तो on that basis within a 2 minutes में ऐसे ही calculation होगा. Now the return on investment. The return on investment as a percentage of initial investment and is, excuse me, and is computed by dividing the annual return with investment. So it is, the calculation is simple when the return is uniform. So example, ROI is it in pound 5,000 and 10,000, if into 100 it's a 50% it will come. When the return is not uniform, the average of annual returns over a period is used. So horticulture occurred, average return is 1,30,000 divided by 3, it comes 43,333. So ROI, if we calculate, it's a formula we have seen, don't worry about it, and we'll get 43.3% return. So it is the calculation of ROI, return on investment, and there is some similar limitations of payback period, and it does not differentiate between two projects, one yielding immediately return means lift irrigation project, and another project when return is received after some gestation period, says about 2-3 years, developing new variety of crop or any industries project and what, right? So you will get it, the idea about it. Now the both the payback and ROI are simple ones and more suited for quick analysis of the project. So when I was working, that time we also calculated whole, because budget, we need to prepare budget, and on that basis we fulfill the target. But sometimes it's happened, sometimes not, because we have an expert, all people are there and they prepare everything of that, the amount, whatever the amount sanctioned for that particular project. When we prepare budget, so on that time we know ki yes, the project is going profit or loss, right? So if project is going loss, then we have just started again budgeting, and just हम वो कॉस्ट को और कम करके उसमें बिठाने की कोशिश करते थे कि नहीं, तो प्रोजेक्ट का जो अमाउंट है उसी में हमें करना है. सो सम काइंड ऑफ कॉस्ट, सम काइंड ऑफ एक्सपेंडिचर हम उसको ये करते थे. जैसे अगर मेरा पुराना साइट में मटेरियल और ये पड़ा हुआ है, तो वी डोंट इन्वेस्ट सेम मटेरियल फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर प्रोजेक्ट, जस्ट कॉल देम एंड मैं उस मटेरियल को यहाँ यूज कर लूंगी. तो सम काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स वेयर एवर मुझे सेव करना है, वॉट एवर द मनी, वॉट एवर द टाइम, वॉट एवर द मटेरियल, so I used it, but because of the permission, because of the sanction is required, right? So now the discounted cash flow analysis. Yes, cash flow is important, वो भी बजटेड रहता था. सो बिफोर दैट यू नीड टू प्रिपेयर कैश फ्लो, कि रोज कितना कैश लगने वाला है, कितना आने वाला है, कितना किसको देना है. सो ये सारे अज्यूमिंग फैक्टर्स रहते थे, बट इट विल टैलीड, है ना? मतलब टेंटेटिवली ऑल इट इज टैली, क्योंकि कंट्रोल है, कंट्रोल इज इम्पोर्टेंट, राइट? इफ आई डोंट कंट्रोल, अगर मुझे बोला गया है कि आज 50,000 का ही एक्सपेंसेस करना है, बट मैंने 70 का कर दिया, तो 20 मुझे पे करने हैं, या तो मुझे 20 का रीजन देना है. अगर जब डिसाइडेड हुआ है कि रोज इतना ही खर्चा होगा, तो उससे ज्यादा खर्चा करना नहीं है. इफ यू डू, देन you give the reason and you are liable to pay that much amount, because the project का जो cost है, ये जो project है, काफी बड़ा है और उसके लिए जो इन्वेस्टमेंट हुआ है वो एक फिगर है, उसी में उसको एडजस्ट करना है, या फिर आप बोल सकते हो उसी में उसको फिनिश्ड करना है. गॉट इट. So the principle of discount is the reverse of compounding and take the value of money over time. ये आपको कैश फ्लो है, ये हम जब प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करेंगे तभी समझ में आएगा. अभी मैं एग्जैक्ट बता देती हूँ, मतलब एक टेंटेटिवली बता देती हूँ कि वॉट एवर द कैश, सो इट इज कैलकुलेटेड ऑन डिस्काउंट बेस के हाउ मच डिस्काउंट यू विल गेट. बट व्हेन यू प्रिपेयर द कैश फ्लो मीन्स डेली बेसिस कैश फ्लो, so you will get an idea how to how you will get discount, how you will achieve, how you will expenses, right? So the ratio automatically calculated because formulas and all is available in Excel. The figure whatever you put in that formula, the result will come. So the discount cash flow is uh, ready for every day to calculate the sorry, to calculate your daily basis project amount. It is very easy. So we have, मैं आपको दिखा भी दूंगी कि कैसे हम लोग कैश फ्लो डेली बेसिस बनाते थे. So now the net present value, you know how to calculate net present value. अगर मेरा टुडे का 50,000 का वैल्यू था तो how it will earn. मैंने अगर 50 में किया, सॉरी टुडे अगर मेरा 50 का था, अगर मैंने 45 में किया तो 5,000 मैंने क्या किए, सेव किए हैं, एंड देन इट विल, ये मेरे नेक्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट में काम आएंगे, या फिर कल मैं कितना सेव कर पाती हूँ या कल मैं सेव ही नहीं कर पाती हूँ, राइट? सो इट इज डिफिकल्ट बिकॉज इट्स अ प्रोजेक्ट, डोंट वरी अबाउट इट. ये तो इससे सीखने को मिलता है, वी लर्न लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. So the net present value is considered as one of the important measures, and it is financially viability of the project. Some discounted values, some implementations and present value is available, and on that basis you need to calculate it. So the benefit minus cost ratio or profitability index. So the ratio and analysis we need to calculate, and you will get the internal rate of return, the exact internal rate of return kya aaya, right? Now the risks and uncertainty, what it is, you know, like that ki whatever the project, whatever the target you need to complete it, you show the responsibility, you show the risks to complete that particular project. So the risks and uncertainty are associated with every project. Risk is related to occurrence of adverse consequences and is quantifiable. So is analyzed through profitability of occurrence, whereas uncertainty referred to inherently unpredictable dimensions and is accessed through sensitivity analysis, right? So it is necessary to analyze these dimensions during formulation and appraisal phase of the program, right? So it is important. Now the technical relate to project scope, change in technology, quality, quantity, inputs, outputs, everything depends on, because every day you are just invest your time to complete your SIP. So you know what kind of things you require. Sometimes it's happen, आज आपने decide किया, plan किया कि आज मैं ये करूंगी, but due to lot of work you didn't do that kind of things. Whatever the thought, whatever the ideas in your mind regarding that your SIP project, but it will not fulfill because of the lot of work in your SIP. But it doesn't mean whatever the plan, अगर आपका नहीं हो रहा है, so you when you जब आप घर आते हो तो you decided कि what you learn from that and how you plan for next day, right? So that is most important, because risks, अगर आप risks नहीं लोगे, अगर आप responsible नहीं होगे तो your project will not completed. Same कल का भी दिन जाएगा, week चला जाएगा, and work is pending 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 pending, and one day you get botheration कि how I will complete, मैंने तो कुछ किया ही नहीं, मैंने तो कुछ सीखा ही नहीं, मैं क्या लिखूं. That kind of situations comes in front of you. But if you write down every day what you are done, what kind of work you have completed, so it is easily uh, or it is easy to complete your SIP project at least. Got it? So same situation comes when you are in project work in project wherever you go. So the risks, and it's your responsibility, and for that responsibility you need to take a risk. Now the technical and relate to project scope. So change in technology, quality and quantity of input, activity, time estimation, errors are there. So economical pertains to market, cost, competitive environment, change in policy, exchange rate, everything is possible, and you learn. So socio-political includes dimensions such as labor, stakeholders, environmental factors, could be level of pollution, environmental degradations, etc. Depends. कौन सा project है? It's a depend. And the economic benefit, what it is, apart from the financial benefits, in terms of return on investment, the economic benefits of the project are also analyzed in the feasibility study. So the economic benefit include employment generation, economic developments in an area, whatever the area you have select, for foreign exchange, saving, case supports, whatever, right? So we learn a lot of from that. And management aspect, it is the very important project feasibility. So some background, promoters, manage, all are there when you completed the project. Your manager, your management team is very happy, but we are not happy because बहुत ज्यादा काम करने के बाद एक जो satisfactions तो हमें दिखता ही है, but मीन्स इतने शॉर्ट टाइम में इतना सब लर्न करना, इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट, बट वी कैन डू, मतलब हम लोग कर लेते हैं वो. सो उसमें इतना ये नहीं. The time frame of project implementation is the feasibility study also present both time frame for a project implementation, and the time frame influence pre-operative expenses, cost escalation, which will impact the profitability and viability of the project. Okay, from tomorrow you just keep the copy and pen with you, because some kind of analysis, some kind of formulas you need to put it, because 5 marks or 10 marks problems are there, right? I told you when we started the project management, the problem is like that, to calculate critical path, to calculate the IRR, right? And some small problem, one or two problems just ask, because and you just prepare the diagram, Gantt chart, also just keep copy and pen with you, right? So the feasibility report, after completion the project, you need to prepare the report, what um, it is, expenses, income and all, fund flow statement, cash flow statement and all, right? And project appraisal we have seen tomorrow, because now the time is finished. Okay, what is project appraisal and what is detailed project report, we have seen tomorrow. Okay, hope you understand. Yes, anyone ask something else? किसी को कोई है ऐसा जिसे समझ में नहीं आया या कुछ डिफिकल्ट जा रहा है सब्जेक्ट? यस, ओके देन. कोई कुछ नहीं बोलता है. यस, नो, नथिंग लाइक दैट. Okay then, bye bye, take care, see you tomorrow.
Bye, ma'am.